Howdy folks, and welcome back to North Dakota Homesteads. And today I'm going to do another book review. But first I wanted to tell you that we did not forget you over the holidays, but that is a very busy time for us. We usually make a bunch of sweets, eat too much, and have a lot of family fun. And then after the holidays, as you can see behind me, we did painting. And until yesterday, that was our first day of not painting, so it was a mess. So I wanted to do another book review and give you some more good books to read as during the winter months. That's one of our best pastimes. So the next book up is A Promise for Ellie by Lauraine Snelling. This is the Daughters of Blessing series, book 1. And the back reads, Ellie Wold couldn't wait to graduate. She and Andrew Borkman had been waiting to get married since forever, and in June they will finally wed. When Andrew announces they have to postpone the wedding, she's disappointed but takes it in stride. There must be a good reason, or Andrew's pa wouldn't ask it of them. But Andrew is angry and can't understand why Ellie isn't upset too, especially when they've been planning to marry up ever since they were in grade school. Disgruntled, he works out his frustration with stubborn determination to finish building their barn and mail-order house, working himself to exhaustion. But just when the new house is nearly finished, an unthinkable tragedy occurs. Throwing aside the vow he made to Ellie, Andrew seeks revenge. This is a really good book. I think it's been like a few years since I've read this, but I remember it clearly to this day. It is a book that sticks with you. It's part of her Red River of the North series that she's really well known for. It's a very good book. And the next book this is a new author. I think she came out in 2018. I just got this book for Christmas. Oh, and I cannot tell you how good this book is. It is The Hope of Azure Springs by Rachel Fordham. 7 years ago, orphaned and alone, Em finally arrived at a new home in Iowa after riding the orphan train. But secrets from her past haunt her, and her new life in the western wilderness is a rough one. When her guardian is shot and killed, Em, now 19, finally has the chance to search for her long-lost sister, but she won't be able to do it alone. For Azure Springs Sheriff Caleb Reynolds, securing justice for the wayfish and injured Em is just part of his job. He is determined to solve every case put before him in order to impress his parents and make a name for himself. Caleb expects to succeed. What he doesn't expect is the hold this strange young woman will have on his heart. This is a really good book. It points out that you don't have to be a stunning beauty to be beautiful. It's what matters on the inside. This is a really good book for everyone. And the next one is The Colonel's Lady. This was a new author for me, but I've read this on ebook, and then for Christmas I said I would like this in paper copy, so they got it for me. And it's by Frantz, and the back says, Roxana Rowan may be a genteel Virginia woman, but she is determined to brave the wilds of the untamed frontier to reach a remote Kentucky fort. Eager to reunite with her father, who serves under Colonel Cassius McGlynn, Roxana is devastated to find that her father has been killed on a campaign. Penniless and out of options, Roxana is forced to remain at the fort. As she spends more and more time with the fiery Colonel McGlynn, the fort is abuzz with intrigue and innuendo. Can Roxana truly know who the Colonel is and what he's done? Immerse yourself in this powerful story of love, faith, and forgiveness set in the world of the frontier in 1779. This really steals your heart. I mean, she takes you there and you feel like you've been there. I mean, she does a really good job of description without boring you. Yes, she's just super good. All the books I've read have been really, really good. And this is The Forgotten Recipe by Amy Clipston. This was the book Mama got for Christmas. Veronica Fisher knows how lucky she is to be marrying her best friend. Seth Lapp is kind, hardworking, and handsome, but most importantly, he loves Veronica. When an accident on the job steals Seth away from her, a broken-hearted Veronica is certain she will never love or be loved again. Yet when she discovers a batch of forgotten recipes and opens a bake stand to sell her mom's raspberry pies, Veronica picks up a regular customer who gives her heart pause. Jason Hilliard was with Seth when he lost his life, a memory that haunts him still. So when he seeks out the grieving fiancé to convey his condolences, the last he the last thing he expects or wants is to fall in love. Nonetheless, Jason soon finds himself visiting Veronica's bake stand every week, and it's for more than the raspberry pies. Now, as Veronica's heart thaws, Jason can't bring himself to tell her he was there when Seth died. Can he ever reveal where he was on the day her life derailed? Or will his secret rob them of the second chance at love they both want? I read this book. This book is really, really good. This is actually a series, the Amish Heirloom series. I read the whole set. It is wonderful. Or wunderbar, as the Amish would say. This is the Brides of Texas trilogy. It contains A Tailor-Made Bride, Short Straw Bride, and Stealing the Preacher by Karen Witemeyer. A Tailor-Made Bride. When a dressmaker who values beauty tangles with a liveryman who condemns vanity, the sparks begin to fly. The Short Straw Bride. When repaying a debt goes terribly awry, Meredith finds 4 brothers drawing straws for her hand in marriage. Can the future hold love for this short straw bride? Stealing the Preacher. A cowboy who wants to be a preacher, an outlaw's daughter who wants to change his mind. Is it possible an unexpected detour has placed Crockett right where he belongs? Now, I read, I think, all these, but maybe the Short Straw Bride. But seriously, these two, the Tailor-Made Bride and Stealing the Preacher, is hilarious and well worth the time to read. I mean, these books will make you laugh, they'll make you cry, they'll make you glad, they'll make you sad, they make you feel all sorts of emotions. They're really, really fun to read. And the last book is Claiming Mariah by Pam Hillman. She might not be as well-known author, I'm not sure, but we did find her, and her books have been really, really good. After her father's death, Mariah Malone sends a letter that will forever alter the lives of her family. When Slade Donovan, strong-willed and eager for vengeance, shows up on her front porch, Mariah is not ready to hear his truth. Her father's farm, the only home she's ever known, was bought with stolen gold. With Slade ready to collect his family's rightful claim and force Mariah and her family out on the streets, Mariah must turn to God for guidance. Through a local landowner promises to answer her financial woes if she agrees to be his bride, Mariah finds herself drawn instead to the angry young man demanding her home. With the Lazy M Ranch now under Slade's careful eye, he unearths more than he ever imagined as a devious plot of thievery, betrayal, and murder threatens the well-being of the ranch, endangering those who hold it dear. As the days dwindle until the rest of the Donovan clan arrives, Mariah and Slade must rise above the resentments of their fathers and see their true feelings before greed changes their futures forever. I read this book, and Mama read this book, and Mama super duper loved this book. This was really good. I think this might be one of the only ones I've ever read of hers. I'm not sure about that one. But yes, I have read even some excerpts from her other books, and they're super duper good. I would really like to get a hold of those other books. And the reason I do these reviews is not to bore you guys, but as a reader of Christian fiction, and those who know those who read Christian fiction, I just wanted to give people options. You know, sometimes if you see a new book, you want to know if it's good or not. So I just do that for that reason. And thank you guys for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.